Tuscany from the train window. Every hill has a farmhouse and cypress trees. The Frecciarossa train is very fast. I draw a farmhouse very fast before it is close. I step outside Florence station. Already I see a church, green and white marble. Florence is different from Rome. Quieter, more careful. I already like it very much. Florence streets are gray stone. The palazzo walls are rough on the outside. This is called rusticated stone. I touch it. Very rough, very strong. Renaissance design from the 1400s. I open the hotel window shutters. The Duomo, the big Florence dome, right there, outside my window. I stand here for a very long time. I say nothing, nothing. Piazzale Michelangelo at sunset. The big dome, tall tower, the river, the Florence skies. I draw the stick tower. The sky to Spain get home. These two make the Florence skyline. Pappardelle al cinghiale, white pasta with wild boar. The ragu is very dark and rich. This is Tuscany food. So there. The Ponte Vecchio at night. The bridge lights reflect in the Arno River below. I draw the reflection. The reflection is more beautiful than the real bridge. Night makes everything different. Day 1 in Florence is finished. 3 drawings. Wild boar pasta. And the Duomo outside my window at night, still there, watching over me. A very good first Florence day. The Florence Duomo. 3 buildings together. The cathedral, the bell tower, the baptistery, but the dome. No crane. How? The gates of paradise. Golden bronze doors, 10 panels. Each tells an old Bible story. Ghiberti makes flatte veriting impossible and beautiful. Heaven and hell are painted inside the dome above me. Angels and demons in a circle above me. I stand and look for a very long time. Very small. Very quiet. I climb inside the Brunelleschi dome. Between 2 walls of brick. Very narrow. I see the herringbone brickwork. This is Brunelleschi's special technique from 1420. I feel like a secret. 463 steps to the top. I am a little out of breath. Phew, all of Florence. The river, the old bridges, the Tuscan hills, every single step is worth it.
Piazza della Signoria. The David is here outside, but this is a copy. The real David is inside
the Uffizi Gallery. The building is also art. 2 long wings of Renaissance columns meet at the river. I walk through and look up. Inside this building, 500 years of great paintings. The Birth of Venus by Botticelli from 1484. Look at the flat color and no shadow. Botticelli used the same design ideas as modern graphic design. 500 years old, still modern. Primavera by Botticelli. I look at Flora's dress. She has 200 different flowers painted on it. 500 years ago. This is textile design. This is my job. I do this today. Botticelli does this in 1477. Leonardo da Vinci's Annunciation. The Angelist has real bird wings, and the background is misty and blurry. Leonardo invents this. He is a scientist and an artist at the same time. The Uffizi has windows over the Arno River. From here, I see the Ponte Vecchio, and I put my sketchbook book on the window, and I draw the bridge from above. I draw the bridge from inside the gallery. Art inside art. Lunch on the Uffizi rooftop. The Brunelleschi dome is right in front of me, at my eye level. I eat my sandwich and look at the dome. I drink Prosecco with Brunelleschi, the best lunch view in the world. The Ponte Vecchio, a bridge with shops. Gold jewelry shops on a medieval bridge over the river. I look in the small windows, so much gold. Only Florence builds a bridge like this. Only Florence. Real Florentine leather. I can smell the quality.
500 years at the same bench.
I draw a Sfumato leather journal for my sketches. This is Florence's craft. The Botticelli gardens. Cypress trees in a perfect line. Box hedges in perfect squares. Italian formal garden is geometry. I walk through and feel like I'm inside a design drawing. I draw the Cypress Avenue. Florentine gelato. The pistachio is almost gray-green. Very dark, very strong. I taste it slowly. Florence gelato is creamier than Rome gelato. More intense flavor. Florence wins the gelato competition. Sorry, Rome.
Bistecca Fiorentina, very big, very Florentine. No sauce, just salt and olive oil. No sauce needed. Eat slowly. Every bite is Florence.
My plan is 1 day in Florence, but I am not ready to leave. I change my train ticket. 1 more day. Florence earns 1 more day from me. The dome outside agrees with my decision.
I walk down the corridor. At the end, the David. He grows bigger.
Michelangelo's David. 5 meters and 17 centimeters tall. I look up at his face. He looks toward his enemy. He is ready. The Prisoners by Michelangelo. The figures are inside the stone. They try to come out.
Lampredotto! Florentine tripe and sketchad that the bread is dipped in the cooking broth. not for tourists. I try it. Very rich, very Florentine, very good. A historic Florentine cafe, standing espresso, I know the Italian way now, and schiacciata alla Fiorentina, orange cake with powdered sugar. Only Florence makes this cake. Very good morning, Florence. Piazza del Mamlica, a carousel in the center. Very beautiful and very Italian. I drink the floating venison with prosecco. I sketch the carousel. Perfect afternoon in Florence. The Magi Chapel in the Medici Palace. Frescoes on all four walls. A beautiful procession with horses and leopards through Tuscany. The Medici family is painted inside. They look at me from every magnificent. San Miniato al Monte, a beautiful old Romanesque church on a hill. Green and white marble dome below. Volo. Florence, different from this hill. Smaller. Part of the whole city. Donatello's David. Bronze. Small. Wearing a hat. Very different from Michelangelo's David. Two artists. Same story of David and Goliath. Two completely different ideas. This is Florence art. Now I stand and I see Hitchy is here. The David is still standing. Very moving. Very Florence. The Pitti Palace, so big. I step back and back and back. It does not fit in my phone camera. I take out my sketchbook. The sketchbook has no frame. The sketchbook can hold everything. A Florentine Enoteca. I drink Chianti Classico, dark ruby wine from the hills between Florence and Sianet. Tuscany in a glass. I drink slowly and think about the hills. Final morning in Florence. I stand on the Ponte Santa Trinita and draw the Ponte Vecchio through the arch. My last Florence composition. Goodbye, bridges. One last gelato. Strawberry, simple. I eat it walking to the station. When I finish I look back at Florence. Arrivederci, Firenze. I come back one day, I promise. I look at my tote bag. 2 enamel pins. The Colosseum from Rome, the Duomo from Florence. 2 cities in my bag. Next stop, Venice. The 3rd pin is waiting for me there. The train moves north and east. The Tuscan hills disappear. The land is very flat now. Then water! Flat gray water every bird. This is near. I press my face to the window. The train crosses the long bridge. Water on both sides. And there, Venice. Buildings rising from the water. No land and buildings. I press my face to the window. Venice is real. Via Tornabuoni, the most elegant Florence street. Palazzo Socio. Rough stone on the outside. This is Renaissance power. Florence power. I love this building. Michelangelo's night figure on the Medici tomb. A sleeping woman in a very powerful way. Even sleeping is complicated for Michelangelo. I draw the twist of her body. Very difficult drawing. The San Lorenzo Church, a beautiful Brunelleschi design inside. But the outside, no marble facade, just bare brick. They never built it. 500 years, still waiting. Only Florence. Ribollita, bread soup, beans, black kale, old bread, olive oil, very thick, really thick, present food. Not for special occasions, for every Tuesday. Very good and very honest. Above the Ponte Vecchio shops, there is a private corridor, the Vasari corridor. Built 1560, the Medici walk from their palace to their office without touching the street. Very powerful, very Medici. I come back to the Piazzale Michelangelo in the morning. Same view of the clearer. I draw the view next in sunset drawing. Same Florence. 2 completely different paintings. Children play football in Piazza Santa Croce, in front of the church with Michelangelo's tomb inside. This is normal Florence life, art and football in the same piazza. I love this. I draw this. The Oltrarno at night. Very quiet, very real. Warm lights in the windows above, an old man drinks wine outside, a cat on the doorstep. No tourists here, only Florentines. And me, and the cat. The Spedale degli Innocenti, Europe's first children's hospital. And an arch with This is the best graphic design in Florence. Old graphic design. Press down firmly and evenly, like this. My hands are in the dough. The flour is everywhere.
Good. Feel the pressure now.
The pasta is almost perfect. Last night in Florence, I count my drawings. 23. My Florence not seen list has only 7 things. Rome had 19. Florence gives me more time. I feel good about Florence. Goodbye, Dome. See you next time.
I know. Just made this easy name.
Or San Michele, a grain warehouse that becomes a church. On the outside, 14 sculpture niches. The street is the gallery. Florence puts art everywhere, even on the walls. Florentina aperitivo, Chianti wine and crostini toscani. Swiss checking per il pan. Golden hour on the Arno. The river is gold. The buildings reflect upside down in the water.
Florence reflected.
A beautiful accident of light and water. A Florence rain. I have no umbrella. I use my tote bag. My enamel pins get wet, but they are okay. The rain makes the Ponte Vecchio beautiful. I am also beautiful. And wet. Both things. I sit at the Piazzale Michelangelo at dusk. Florence below. the dome dark against the blue sky. The city lights are beginning. I write in my new sketchbook. Tell me in the comments, Rome or Florence, which is more beautiful? I cannot choose, but you choose for me. And Venice is next, part 3 of the Italy series. Subscribe. I see you in Venice. The Florentine lily is the symbol of this city, on every building and flag. Now on my scarf. My Florence souvenir number 1, the Lily of Florence. Thank you, City of Lilies.
Super Tuscans, the wines that broke Italian wine law in the 1970s and changed everything.
And then is some very good wines. You make new wines.
Grazie.
Rome in one sketchbook, Florence in another, Venice is part 3. The Italy series continues. I look at the new drawings, follow 2 sitting. See you in Venice, friends.